there. Today I'm going to talk to you about a skill that will definitely improve your business, your leadership, your work environment, no matter what, if you practice and master it. Hi, I'm Kiri and I'm founder of Uplevel Consulting, where I help women and leaders develop their voice, leverage their leadership, and become the person they want to be with coaching and workshops around communication. So this skill, this highly underrated, highly valued skill to hone to help grow your business is none other than listening well. So listening in this culture of experts and speaking first doesn't always get the due respect that it so deserves, because there are some heavy-duty professions that highly value listening well. One is FBI negotiators. When you think about FBI negotiators and their ability to listen well, it can be life or death. In these scenarios, it's not about compromising, it's about providing empathy, balancing emotional intelligence with assertiveness. It's a very highly valued skill in listening well. Then you have doctors and medical professionals that need to hone their skills throughout their career of listening well, especially on a tight schedule, right? So they don't always have the time that they'd love to have with their patients, but they have to use that time so wisely to get the information they need and ask the right questions, but not in a sort of fire by trial sort of way where it's question after question after question. Because while probing questions to get more information can be good listening skills, they also can inhibit good listening. So the other career path that so highly needs to know how to listen well are people who are in leadership positions, like business owners, like CEOs and leaders and managers of many kinds. Those folks are definitely working on their, what I like to call, power skills. Sometimes called soft skills, I like to call them power skills, because they really are where the power comes from. When you talk about working with other people, and that could be in the form of your direct reports or your leaders and managers and CEOs above you. It can come in many forms, right? So you have to be able to adapt your listening style to the situation and person, their communication style as well. So listening well is more than meets the eye. Listening is not hearing. So if you're hearing what I'm saying right now, you have the physiological process of hearing happening in your brain and body, in your ears. But listening well is a whole other ballgame. It includes things like reflective listening, maybe some mirroring, paraphrasing, repeating back what the person has just said in the way that you heard it. Not exactly the same words, but the meaning, looking for the meaning, looking for what they need, looking for what they're asking for, and sometimes listening in between the lines. So there are different styles of listening, just like there's different styles of communicating. So finding that self-awareness within yourself first will help you adapt better to many types of communication styles that you'll often encounter as a business owner and leader. And so honing and practicing and mastering listening skills is a lifelong journey. It's something that we have to do daily. And like I said earlier, it's unfortunately highly undervalued. So I would like to share with you that even Google, right? Google is someone who, as a corporation, that's highly regarded, highly respected in the world of business and leadership, and they created a people ops team where what they found is the most important, valuable skill for any manager or leader in their corporation to do was to listen well. They said when you're able to show up with warmth and empathy for another person's story and what they're going through and be fully present for them, that was the most valuable skill. It wasn't something technical, and this is a technological corporation. It was rather the ability to listen well. A great quote that I remember reading about that study was that you can automate many things in business today, especially with the use of technology, right? You can automate so many things, but you cannot automate relationships. And that's why people skills, power skills are so important to practice and master for your clients that you serve, your customers that you provide products for, and the colleagues and folks that you work with all the time, every day. Another great example of listening well is in the workshops that I've provided, where we do a listening assessment, and I can do this with my one-on-one coaching clients as well, and we find out what type of listener are you? Are you listening as a tactical listener, an analytical listener, a critical listener, and in what scenarios are those styles of listening most valuable? And then what's even trickier is to figure out how you switch between the different types of styles in the way that you're communicating and also the way that you're listening. And so I love talking about communication topics, and I talk about listening, and I talk about emotional intelligence, and using our communication style and figuring out our strengths to help us move forward and up-level ourselves in our business and in our life. And special thanks to myvctutorials for inviting me to participate in this social collaboration. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.